Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Homer Bailey gets the starting nod for the Twins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Homer Bailey. 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, changeup. This guy, when he's on, you'll know he needs the curveball. That's his best secondary pitch. At times, his fastball can be overpowering, 94 to 96 miles an hour. If he brings the curveball and he brings the changeup, he can be as good as anybody in the league.
Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Soft liner to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Smoked on the ground up the middle. One there, on to first to complete the double play.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles to the first two batters.
Here's the 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. One left for the Red Sox. The Twins coming up. No score. Brian Johnson, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. But this will land untouched. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Pilar moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 1-0.
At the ball.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Josh Donaldson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
0-1, here's the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Polanco at second. Cruz is over at first with one away. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Striding in, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Yep, that ball went out.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Two down, runners at first and second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. Still no score. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Mitch Moreland.
Now here it comes.
Ball one.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Outside, 3-0 now. Now the pitch. Donaldson is over to take a look at it. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Michael.
Standing in, Michael Chavis. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set, and the pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Chavis is playing second base today, but by trade he's most often considered a third baseman. 1-1.
2. Full count.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Hops this one up. Polanco onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So a runner at first with one out now. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. From the belt, the pitch.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. To second for 1. Stepping into the box, Christian Vasquez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bailey with a look at first, and he'll dive back in. The 1-2. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Mitch Garver. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Mitch Garver.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Garver playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 9th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Settling in now, Miguel Sano. First pitch on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss for strike one.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
The 1-1. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
At the plate now, Luis Arias. Chasing after it is Pilar. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball, that's outside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Drops one down here and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. He's set. The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Curveball knocked down at home plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 2-2. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Benintendi. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Now back, the designated
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Twins 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow.
Kevin Pillar.
First pitch on its way.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. This is lined to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. Rosario is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down 2-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Josh Donaldson. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit. Little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. Kids are buying his jerseys.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Chasing after it is Pilar. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left field.
So striding forward now, Eddie Rosario. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Standing in, Mitch Garver. He reached on a single in his first try. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Into the box now, Miguel Sano. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
0-1 the count. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. Throw goes over to third, and the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
The batter, number 2.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go is the second baseman, Luis Arias. He's set. Here it comes.
Outside.
Arias is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing, pitch on its way.
Nope.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton as he'll take a look at ball one. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. That's wide, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Max Kepler, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. High and deep to straightaway right. Ranging back is Pilar to the track. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Twins 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's J.D. Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Lays off, 2-2 now. Three balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set and the pitch. Splitter swung on and missed 0-1. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Chopped up the line to first. No runs, 3 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. 1 down. Striding in for Boston, Michael Chavis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Marcus Walden answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Marcus Walden.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in now, Jorge Polanco. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The pitch. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Here it comes on 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Two and 1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. The 2-1 home. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Fouled away. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Barehanded on the hop. He is out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping up now, Eddie Rosario.
Rosario.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Second and third here, 1 man out. Swing, and he pops him up. Benintendi coming up, but this will land untouched. He pulls this one into right. Dive, but it's off his glove, and that ought to get at least 1 run in. And the run is in to score from third. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he misses 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Twins are in front, 4-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The catcher.
New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Christian Vasquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The right fielder, number 5, Kevin Pillar.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Strike taken up in the zone. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Rosario. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Back to the top of the order now, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Center fielder going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
At the plate, Rafael Devers. Yes, he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two and 2 the count. Three and 2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
This is line to left. Rosario is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Twins 4 and the Red Sox 1. Digging in and looking for more, Luis Arias. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Luis Arias.
Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Ready once again, Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another 0-2 coming. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pillar's there. And that's the third out. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they lead it 4-1. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Kepler is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
So now to the plate, Mitch Moreland, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. A 1 pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Full count now. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail it 4-1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
The designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Josh Donaldson digging in now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Here's the 2-1 home. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
There's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Ready now, Eddie Rosario. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Off the plate, ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the belt, the pitch.
1-1.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Miguel Sano as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
A bouncer to the left side. Devers gloves it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 6 full. Minnesota leads this one 4-1. Tyler Clippard is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36, Tyler Clippard.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. In past history against Tyler Clippard, batting .500, 5 for 10. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
The pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, ball 3 there, and you know the Sox would love to start an inning. Hey, a leadoff walk would be a great thing right now.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Is looked at for the first strike. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kevin Pillar.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew Benintendi trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, talk about having a debut. Gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. 1 run scores. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in. So instead, he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
Tyler Duffy takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Tyler Duffy.
Striding into the box, Xander Bogaerts. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Right side. Throw gets him, 2 down. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Ball 2 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Three and 0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Three balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again. Fear of base.
And he has come through, as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. Now a third runner heading for the plate. He'll score easily, and it is now 6-4.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roll. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now, Michael Chavis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit sharply toward the right side, and the Sox keep pouring it on. This is extra bases as well. He'll get it into second as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Matt Wisler will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. At the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Chasing after it is Rosario, and they can't run it down. Outside, 2-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. 3 balls and a strike now to Bradley. The 3-1 lifted in the air to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Red Sox are out in front, 7-4. Darwin's and Hernandez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Stepping in, Luis Arias. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
The second baseman, Luis Arias.
He's set and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
The center fielder.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Here's Byron Buxton now. As he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Hernandez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. None out, runners at first and second. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jorge Polanco is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he takes a cold strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Second and third here, one man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Heath Hembry is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Hembry.
Nelson Cruz will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hembry was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, he's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance to get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
So stepping in, Josh Donaldson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Hembry, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. High in the air out to center field. Bradley on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And Moreland will take this one to the bag himself, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Boston's out in front, 7-6. Into the box, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Whistler, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2-0 now. Two and one, the count to Pillar.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Still even at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. Pitch popped up. Whistler will take charge himself out there, and there's two down. Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. He went deep back in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. A flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
Bottom of the inning now. Now in the box, Mitch Garver. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Mitch Garver.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Pilar. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Sano. He's set and the pitch.
Inside. Ball.
The 1-0 home.
Ball. That's kicked out.
Two balls and a strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Popped up. Moreland shading to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Luis Arias. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
0-1. 1-1.
And that's taken for a called strike 2. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. To third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Cody Stashak enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Cody Stashak.
All set to start the 9th in this one. So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little roller toward the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
The 1-1 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. One out, nobody on. Hit hard. Foul. Another full count pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. So striding in, Mitch Moreland. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And the pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they still cling to a 7-6 lead. Brandon Workman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
44, Brandon Workman.
Striding in to start the ninth, Byron Buxton, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now the pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Misses, ball 2. Popped him up. Vasquez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 11.
The next twin up are Polanco. And the pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. very high, 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Nelson.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nelson Cruz. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Cruz awaits the 1-0.
2-0.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Final strike for the Twins. And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Both Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Marcus Walden earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line. Sox, 7 runs to 11 hits, 2 errors. They left.